Goulburn doesn't mix. There's a lot of tension between our yard and the Polynesian yard, the Islander boys. Like I said, when I first got to Goulburn, Montana was there. I airlifted his nephew. He snuck go me in MRR in Pod 9 with it was a blind snake go attack from behind. They stabbed me. I not long later bumped into his nephew and I airlifted his nephew. Same thing back. So by the time I got to Goulburn, there was a few boys in the yard that I had shanked and they've got us, and there was a lot of tension. Imagine if Goulburn opened the jail. Now think about this for a second. We had a jail in New South Wales. This is crazy. That segregated the jail into Nasho. How ruthless do you think this jail was? Goulburn, the end of the road. This is its name. Goulburn, the end of the road, aka the unaliving fields. Big tension. When you get to Goulburn, you're off the chessboard because you're with your own Nasho. You're only dealing with the politics of your own Nasho. And as you have heard in there, people telling stories, there's still drama in the yard. People trying to take the triple OG spot, and you know what I mean? Like what happened when Moses left the yard. People tried to take, you know? But Moses and Rabs had that aura to him. Rabi had that aura to him. Moses had that aura to him. No one was going to challenge him. Good luck with that. Time goes by, there's a lot of tension. The Kuri boys were getting very oppressed. The Lebo boys and the Kuri boys, we got nothing. The rest of the yard were allowed to go Ejo work. The Polynesian boys, Aussie boys, Asian boys, they were all allowed to go to work every day, Ejo every day, and they got the sweeper's job in the unit. Sweeper's job means you get access to the unit during the day, and you do the bins, you do the cleaning and the linen and buy-ups, and Lebo boys and Kuri boys, nothing. We were stuck in that yard every single day for years and years and years. The Kuri boys had it even worse than us because they had a shitty yard. Every morning, the Kuri boys, Aboriginal boys, got this little triangular yard. And the Kuri boys had more numbers than all of us. There's a lot of them. And they had a yard like a third of the size of all our yards for half the day. The other half, they got their yard, big yard. So they come to us, they go, boys, share the yard with us, let's start. You take it here and there. We go, no, bro, we're not taking that yard. They go, all right, take the desert yard. Now, it's known as, now, it's an actual yard. Back then, it was a desert yard. It was nothing. No one was allowed in that yard. The way Goulburn's set, you got the Kuri yard here, you got a brick wall, and everyone jumps up, we can see each other, we talk, pass things. Kuri yard, bang. Lebo yard, bang. Building. Aussie Asian yard, Polynesian yard, yeah? Then you got, down there, you got boneyard on that. Ejo. So, every yard is facing where the desert yard. The desert yard's a strip in front of them all. It's like, it's a bad yard to have. You got no privacy. There's no shelter. At that time there wasn't. I don't know now. You have no privacy. You have no privacy. And the worst part about it is you're in front of your enemies. Shout out to Wes Lux. The worst thing is you're in front of your enemies. So the long yard and all, you got no shelter, you're open, and every yard is facing you. So you're exposed. They can go and hide in their yard where you can't see them, and all it is, and it tapers to the end of the yard where it narrows up. But we're in the open, yeah? We agree, we talk to our delegate, and we speak to the officers. We say, listen, we'll take the yard for the Kuri boys just to get the Kuri boys more time. Shout out to Wes Lux. Wes Lux in the house, baby. Shout out to Wes, brother. You've given me a full-time mustache and a cowboy hat. I love your Wes Lux. All right. The screws go to us. I go, we're not going there till you put a phone, and we want 2 phones. We're happy to start with 1. We want a hot plate. We want a shelter. We want to set up like a yard. They go, done. We put a phone, go there, and we'll do it. I've learned never to trust them. They put a phone, we go, we're in a desert. No shelter, no nothing. Every morning till midday. We're doing laps in front of every yard now. We're exposed. This was a bad move because it's only going to cause tension. Who are we walking in front of every day? Who are we in front of now? Our enemy yard. Back then, which was the Islander yard. So now we can see each other every day. Before this, we never got to see each other unless you go on visits or somewhere, you walk past the yard, you get a quick look at them, a quick death stare, vice versa, and you go. No one swears at Goulburn through the fences. No one swears through the fences at Goulburn. It's weak, yeah? We don't allow it in our yard. If you swear through the fence in the yard, hey, you'll get lifted. Most yards are like that. It's weak, like you can't get to them. Why are you barking through a fence for? That's our mentality. So we're in front of each other now, and you can feel the tension, bro. Like if the one gate opens and we're allowed to mix, it was on. Like wow. And you got to remember, we lost some big names. So we were a younger generation of the yard now, Goulburn yard. One morning, we're unhappy, nothing, we got nothing. We done it for the Kuri boys, the Aboriginal boys, yeah? Because they were really getting oppressed. One morning, one of the boys, and I'm going to say his name, Tufik. A good mate of mine, Tufik El Kuri. Shout out to my good mate, Tufik, yeah? Tufik was a very close brother of mine, and I was running the Goulburn yard at the time, and he was walking along the fence. He was having a bad day. He was a bit grumpy that day. And we had seen along the fence, there was one of our nasho, one of our own. One of our own got pumped in our yard. Shout out to T. Shout out to T. You were locked up with Tufik Pakli 02. Alright. One of our own got pumped a year earlier, yeah? The Islander yard took him in. They shouldn't have done that. They took him in. It's a move out of spite to us, yeah? And how much of a traitor is this guy to us? Our own kind. He bailed. We didn't kick him out of the yard. He just got pumped. He could have ate it and stayed. He bailed, went to the Islander yard. It's a traitor. Now imagine one of the Islander boys get pumped and come to our yard and we accept you. Your kind's going to see you as a traitor. This guy is at the fence, Tufik's walking, and everyone knows not to swear. They caught eyes. One of our own in the Islander yard looks at Tufik, goes, what are you looking at? Unlike Tufik, he's a very quiet guy, looks at him, but what are you looking at? And they're swearing at each other. I stayed back. Usually, I'd run straight away, stop it, and the person would eat it. But Tufik was a good close brother of mine. I didn't want to put him on show. So I just left it. I go, he's having a bad day, They'll have a few words, walk off. It actually got bad. They stayed at the fence. About a third of the Islander yard walks up to the fence and starts swearing at Tufik as well. Our boys went to run to the fence and I've gone, hey, no one, leave him. Bruh, we would have had 2 yards at the fence swearing at each other. So all the boys backed off and left Tufik at the fence by himself swearing. It got bad. When I seen a third of the yard walk up, start swearing back at Tufik, I've walked up. There's a lot of names that were there, bruh. Colin Kudu was there, bruh, Takwa, Tufik was there. One of the brothers just passed away recently, Monzi Ibrahim alayhi hamu. Bruh, go on and go on and go on. Shadi Durbis was there. So many names. So I didn't let the boys jump on. Now we've got a third of the Islander yard swearing at one blow. As I've walked up to grab him myself to say, all right, like enough now. Moses walks up to the fence, points at me and says, Bill, grab your boy, bro, and take him. I get it. That's the triple OG for the Islanders. Hands down. And I just explained to you, this guy's an OG and he's a triple OG. But you got no say over me. I'm running the Leba yard. Yeah, I'm a lot younger than you, but you got no say over me at all. So when I've gone to grab him anyway. As I've gone to put my hand on his shoulder to grab him, Moses points at me and says, Bill, grab your boy and take him away. I look like that. A third of the yard is at the fence swearing at one of our boys, and only one of our boys are there, and you want me to take him away? So I turned around, I go, bruh, you're allowing one of our own kind in your yard, which you've taken in to swear at us. You've got a third of the yard there, there's only one of us here swearing. And you're telling me, take my boy away. He said some words, I said some words. I done a big call. I now pointed at Moses and I go, hey, you're a sweeper, you're head sweeper inside, yeah? I go, you can get me inside. I go, let's just sort this out. You get me inside and me and you will sort this out, and it is what it is from there. Moses turns around and goes, yeah, let's do this. I go, let's do this. Let me explain something to you. Moses wasn't the triple OG for the Islander boys for nothing. I was at my coming up at the peak of my time. I had formed, I come in a kid, I was strong, training. I was running the Leba yard at the time because the triple OG and Haas, when Imad Sliman wasn't there, he was in Supermax. And Moses was known in the system for, I don't want to say it, fierce reputation to get rid of you. Big boy dominated the Islander yard for over 20 years, and that's a big deal, yeah. A lot of big names. No one challenged him in those over 20 years. Moses, here you go now, fresh blood, and I've just put him on show. I didn't care about it. There was no light at the end of time for me. I didn't care. I've walked off. I see him go put his shoes on. We had big look. We moved right, yeah. We were in the when we moved to the desert yard. We have to move right. We're not going to be exposed. One day maybe the yard's open by accident. Boys run in and it's on. So we took them and we stashed them. And there's nowhere to stash them in the desert yard. There was nowhere. There was no shelter. There was nothing. But we always find the crack in the wall. And when we moved to the desert yard, we took them with us. So I've gone now, put my shoes on, tied my laces. Colin Kodor, he's out now. He was our delegate at the time. Les Kalachi was there. Les Kalachi, if Les was there, he would have been delegate. So Les was gone by then. Shout out to Les. We go to our spot. We pull out 2 blades. The boys arm me up because, like I said, Moses had a fierce reputation, and Moses has already done 20 years job. And I'm still early in my stage, you know. I'm still coming up. The screws come to open the gate. I'm at the gate ready, like it's my wedding day. And like I said, there's a lot of boys I've just mentioned that can call me out on this. Screws come and they go, delicate. I go, nah, I gotta go. And they go, nah, you ought to stay here, the delicate. And this is word for word. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. Whatever it means, it means. I go, what do you mean, me stay here? I go, no, I have to go inside, clean myself. He goes, no, delicate. Kodor. I'll grab Colin Kodor, and Colin Kodor's out now, yeah? Done big time. I go, brother, get me in, eh? He goes, Bill, relax, I got you. Colin goes in. Now the delegates are usually people that are a bit older. They're not in the wars. Very well spoken, well dressed, clean, educated. So they're out of bounds, yeah? Colin goes, I got you. I go, get me in. Colin goes for 20 minutes. I'm pacing now. Comes back, screws put him in, and locks the door. I turned on Colin that day. Shout out, Colin, I love you, my bro. I got to tell the story as it is, but I got big love and respect for you. I turned on him. He's gone, Bill, I need to talk to you, cuz. I go, what about? He goes, Bill, he doesn't want to call you in. Let's not get this twisted. Moses didn't fear me. I didn't fear him, he didn't fear me. Yeah? I know this is a fact. I go, so what's going on? He goes, Bill, you put him on show in front of the whole yard. And for those who know what I'm going to say next. Moses had turned his life around during that time and become a born-again Christian. Yeah? Boys who were in that yard, or after that, know what I'm talking about. He's kicked back, he sat back, and he got very religious. He goes, Bill, I just had a coffee with him. He goes, you called him out, put him on show in front of his whole yard. He had to go react, he was hot. He goes, but when he went inside, he relaxed. And he goes, Colin, I'm a born again Christian, brother. I've left this life. I can't let Bill suck me back. I'm not going to get sucked back into it. Tell Bill, when he's go back to the yard, our original yard, not the desert yard in the Arvo, desert yard Arvo, I'll talk to him. It was getting late before muster. Go, 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 go. It was getting late before muster. It was getting late before muster. Bang, I call muster. We go to our leba yard. Everyone knows what the leba yard is. Back to originally where we are. We get there. We get into the yard. Moses walks up through the shower block. Because they're sweepers. So they got access to the unit in Goulburn. I see Moses. They're bars. Bars. Our shower block is locked. Soon it's going to get open, but it's locked on the other side too. Bars. And the sweepers are in the unit. We can never get to each other unless there's a mistake. So Moses, they've opened up the shower block. The sweepers, I think, get a chance to clean it before we go in it. Slap dizzy, eh? Anyway, Colin walks up to him. And he goes, Bill, let's talk to you. I've walked up and Moses put his hand out to shake my hand. You got to remember now, I've been jumped, I've been stabbed in prison. I gave it back, I fed it, I ran the ball up. I'm in Goulburn now. RK Rabi got taken STG. His brother Huss got taken STG. Emad Slimmer's in Supermax. Bass is in Supermax. Or lots of our older boys. I'm the new generation. I was running the yard. I'm smart now. I'm not green no more. I'm seasoned. So he puts his hand to shake my hand, and I've heard stories about Moses before. The way he used to get people. Bruh. Very, very scary guy, eh? They used to do this to get their enemies because we can't mix. Go to shake your hand. There's the bars, there's walls. Other boys would be waiting on the sides. They'll grab your hand. Moses will grab your hand to shake it, pull you in, grab you. Pull you in while the other boys, bang, 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 through the bars. I don't know. I'm not going to put my hand through. I'm not shaking your hand. And it's, anyway, I'm still young, heated. Colin goes to me, Bill, someone pulls their hand out to shake it, you shake it. I go, Baba, you don't tell me what to do. And I looked at Moses. I go, bruh, you had a third of your yard and one of our own. He goes, Bill, I know. He goes, you don't have to say it. He goes, you don't have to say it. He goes, I know. But you put me on show and offered me out in front of my whole yard, bro. I go, well, you're pointing at me like I'm one of your boys. I'm not one of your boys, bro. He goes, look, man, Bill, I'm a born-again Christian. And everyone knows Moses got religious and he pulled away from the game. But do not underestimate him. And I wish I could sit here and tell his story the way he used to get people, because it's very interesting. It's not my story to tell about Moses. Maybe it's for one of the Islander boys to tell. I'll leave that to them, if they know. Most people know. If you've done a long time, you know about Moses. The way he used to get people. So he's looked at me. I've calmed down by that. I go, oh, good, bro, this and that. He goes, Bill, and he put his hand out. Got my hand, I shook his hand. Time went on. The yard's not happy for that Moses. They're not happy. Moses is, remember now, not out of fear. Let's not get this mistaken. Moses didn't fear me and I didn't fear him. He's got religious. He cleaned his heart. The yard was dirty on us. He's their head. The tension was already there. Months go by. Months. We're not dumb. I still know Moses is a gangster. I know Moses is a gangster. One of the biggest gangsters the system has seen. Yeah? RK. One of the biggest gangsters the system have seen. Dougie Johnson. Bruh, big names we're talking here, yeah? We're talking names that hands down everyone agrees. We're not talking you were, you weren't, or you ran your crew, or no. We're talking for the Polynesian boys. Moses had it on lock. RK had it on lock for the Lebo boys. Months go by. They go, who wants to clean your cell? For the Lebo yard. It was very odd. The boys go, look, we look, the sweepers were in the unit. Moses was in the unit. The other Islander boys was in the unit, and the guy, our Nasho, was in the unit. The guy that started swearing at us, the guy that got pumped in our yard and went to the Islander yard. I quickly, bang, I picked our hitters. I instantly picked the hitters. Facts. And my 4 daughters' lives, word by word, and if the whole yard knows and everyone knows. Instantly, the ones that do that, you, let's go. Walked inside, upstairs. The guy from our Nasho has already broken a broom saying, come on, come here, your og days. Moses was up there too, shaping up. So Moses played it well. Maybe the yard after wasn't happy or whatever. We get let in, and this shouldn't have happened. The screws know what's going to happen. Go upstairs, it's on. We won that war, that battle. I'm gonna say battle, not war. We won that battle hands down. Yeah? Moses got stabbed multiple times and got taken to hospital. This was a massive deal. Moses getting got. And let's remember now, I've been got. All of us have had our turn. Yeah? But the consequences of that and me running the yard, and the one that actually I'm going to tell you the story. I wasn't holding the blade. The one that was holding the blade was like this, but he was a ruthless, young, ruthless, and I knew these kids. But the issue was, the blade we gave him, we had a real blade, but he had no handle. We didn't have time to wrap it. We don't wrap them so we can hide them in little places, yeah? And kids, guys, man, disclaimer, I'm not trying to promote violence. I'm trying to tell my story for you kids to understand. Back then, now, if you get locked up and it kicks off, you got to be involved. There's no poles, or you can be a pole dancer like Spandex, whatever it is. You can find a pole to hide behind like Spandex, like he did, but guess what? You lose respect. Your own kind will get you. This young kid, that was one of them that got bang, you. I knew these kids are Blade Runner. And because we're bigger, we can punch on. We're good blowers. He was young, and we know he does that. So, but the issue was it had no handle. The poor kid, this is a sad story. When Moses got bad, he was left with his fingers almost hanging. Bad. He had to go to hospital too. Very bad. Yeah, I'm not hard, bro. Go left. Bro. Oh, it was a very bad sight. As his bang, it slid down. And like I said, it was a proper outside one. And it just sliced him where his fingers were hanging. Bruh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm full of it, bro. All good. Hey! Mod. Send them left. Yeah, I'm full of it. Yeah. We're talking the whole of Goulburn Joel knows me. Like, go left, brother. I'm gonna explain myself to you anyway. I'm gonna say his name. Danny. Young Danny. All right. He wasn't a Lebo. Danny wasn't a Lebo. Danny was Serbian, Maltese, something like that. Yeah. But he was a Muslim brother, and he was in our yard with Mazzatelli. Shout out Mazzatelli. I haven't heard that name in a long time. He was Italian, but he was in our yard too. A real brother, Italian, but he was about it. He was very close to the Aboriginal boys. But when he'd come to Goulburn, he'd go in the Lebo yard. Yeah. Moses got, and like listen, man, we've won battles, we've lost battles, yeah? Like Trick said in Pod 9, the Lebo boys got. We got caught off guard, yeah? We didn't get demolished like he said. That's his opinion. We did, but none of us got taken out on a stretcher. I got shanked and whatever. I went straight back to the unit. We didn't get demolished. We got attacked from behind. But Goulburn, that time, we got the head. For me, I paid the biggest consequences for that of my life. I never seen the main again for another 4 years. They took me straight to MPU Goulburn, Segro. STG came, they go, we're just waiting for a bed. I come to find out why I was in STG, Segro at Goulburn. I come to find out why I was there so long. Haskalachi was still in STG, and because they know that's my 5'8", they wanted him to go before I went there. They didn't want us together because we're gonna kick things off together. So Hus, wherever he goes, he gets kicked out. He got kicked out of the gangs unit, unheard of. Hus gets kicked out of the gangs unit to Supermax. After 6 months waiting for my bed in STG, which I was spewing because it was lost time to me. I could have went to the STG unit and started the program.